Hi everyone. Let's just start seated today. So welcome to nurturing, where it takes some time. I want to really get into our legs and our hips and then just relax and chill out. Yeah. So starting off just seated, cross-legged, and then catch hold of one foot. And you're just going to massage out the pad of your foot. So you're using your two thumbs just to press into the pad of your foot. You can give your toes a little bit of a squeeze as well, maybe going from each toe, from the big toe, down the fourth toe, third toe, second toe, first toe. And taking the thumbs into the arches of your feet or your foot. And to the heel of your foot. And then you can just pick that foot up. You hold it with your other hand, just circle the ankle. And circle it the other way. Good. And then you can place your foot onto the floor with the knee up and take your thumbs into the calves. So start to massage out the calves. It might be a little bit tender in places. You can walk your thumbs up and down your calves, and the fingertips are kind of going into the shins, either side of the shin. You're welcome to close your eyes and just relax or try and relax into any tight bits. Then you can extend your leg out straight and then take the fingertips just outside of your thigh, and you're squeezing the thigh, drawing it up and then just letting it drop. So your thumbs are inside, your fingers are outside, and you're just squeezing onto the thigh, picking the quad muscle up and then letting it drop. And then you can take one hand onto your kneecap and relax the kneecap and just draw little circles. So not pulling the kneecap in any forceful way, just little directions, little circles, sorry. And then bringing that leg in, and we're switching legs. So taking your thumbs now into the other foot, starting with the pad of the foot. And as you move through each foot, you're just thinking about how it feels. Yeah, so using the sensations to help draw your awareness inwards, out of your day. And going across each toe and the big toe. Maybe making your way down to the arch of the foot. And so you can press as hard as you like, as much as you need. Come into the heel of the foot. So, and then you can pick up the leg and circle the ankle. Good, and then circle it the other way. Nice, and then you can place your foot flat onto the floor and take your thumbs into the calf and your fingers kind of either side of the shin. You're working your way up and down the leg. So you might want to pause at a sticky bit. And then just taking the leg out straight. We have the fingers outside of the quad, and then we're thumbs on the inside, just picking up the quad muscle and then letting it drop. So Squeezing life into that quad, into that leg. And then you can just place your hand over your kneecap and soften the kneecap as much as you can and just draw little circles there. And then take the circles the other way. And then just letting the foot come back in, so you're sat cross-legged, and you can rest your hands onto your knees and let your eyes close for a moment. Okay, hopefully you've got a nice little bit of awareness there in your feet and in your legs. And just start to bring awareness to your breathing. You feel the air moving through the nose, fill up the belly. The air move out through the nose as you exhale. Long breath in. And a long breath out. So a few more rounds, maybe taking 4 counts to breathe in. Maybe get to 5 or 6 counts. Pausing at the top, and then 5, 4, maybe 6 counts to breathe out. But match the inhale with the exhale. Holding your breath at the bottom. And keep going like that. Inhale, exhale, and a pause at the top and the bottom of the breath. Using the breath to help slow you down even more. Giving you a little bit of time to slow down. Take one more breath. You can keep your eyes closed for a moment. And just let your left ear fall towards the left shoulder. And then take your left hand up and over your head. You can rest the hands on your temple on the right side. Think about pressing your right shoulder blade down the back and just adding a bit of weight through the left hand. Not a load, just enough so you get an extra stretch. Now keep the left ear towards the left shoulder, but just bring your left hand over the left side of your face now and try and rest your head in your hand. So give your arm enough strength to hold your head in your hand and relax. Breathing in. And breathing out. Try and relax the weight of the head into the hands. And then push the head back to the center using the strength of your left arm. And then notice how that feels. Relax your left hand then. And then we'll let the right ear fall towards the right shoulder. That side might feel a little bit stiff now. And we'll take your right hand up and over your head. Rest the fingertips just on the temple on the left side. And just adding a little bit of weight. You're not forcing, you're not stretching, you're not overstretching. Breathing in. Breathing out. Let's bring in your right hand on the side of your face. And try and rest the head in your hand. So I think that's quite a hard thing to do, isn't it? Just to let the weight of your head fall into you. It might be easier to fall into something else. Let's see if you can find it. The right hand providing support for your head. And then carefully push your head back to the center. And then release the right hand to the floor, to your knee. So you're going to bring your hands onto your chest, one hand on top of the other, and just lift the chin up to the sky. And add weight into the hands so you're creating bigger space between the chin and your chest. Then bring your chin back so that it's parallel to the floor, and take all 4 fingers around the back of your neck and the thumbs. See if you can connect your fingers together, plus your middle fingers, you'll connect together and wrap the palms around your neck so your throat is free, or should be free. So you're supporting your neck and you're just letting your right ear fall towards the right shoulder, and you're not going to be able to go so far this time because the hands are there. And then you can let the chin drop towards the chest, and obviously the hands are stopping you from going too far. Swing it over towards the other side, and then let it swing back. So find a little circle here, the hands supporting the neck. And while you do full rotations with the head, and I don't like to do full rotations without the support of the hands. I usually just do semicircles. But here with the neck supported, I feel like it's the nice thing to do. Maybe taking the circle the other way. And then bringing the head back to the center. You can release the hands, eyes are closed. Maybe give the head a little shake from side to side and up and down. Continuing to work our way down the body, start to do little circles, which will start from your pelvis. So you're taking your chest forwards and then rounding into the back. And it's the moving of the sit bones and the tucking and untucking of the tail that helps you to push into the knees with the hands and find a little bit of movement through your chest. See if you can find a nice smooth pathway, something that feels good. Not worrying about what it looks like, just about how it feels. And you can try taking the circle the other way, just trying to unlock everything. So good. And then coming back into the center, just take your arms up to the sky, interlace the fingers and turn the palms up. And you lean over towards the right side, breathe into the left side. Now let the body fold forwards and swing through center over to the other side. And breathe into the right side. We'll do that a few times. So folding forwards, swinging through center, take it up and over towards the right side. Do you feel the stretch in the left side? And then folding forward, swinging the arms over towards the left side. So you can feel the stretch in the right side. Coming all the way back up to the sky, release the hands, rest them on your knees and draw a few circles with the shoulders one way. That's it, and then circle it the other way. Okay. So a little bit more into your upper body. Take your right hand out like you're serving a plate and you've got it on your hand. We have done this before with a block on the hand. You're going to bring the right hand in towards your belly. Take it behind you, then swing it over your head, and then bring it all the way around and back to where you came from. Yeah. So let's try a few times. Hand comes in towards your waist, goes past and around the back, and swings up and over your head. You're trying to keep the plates to the sky the whole time. All right, so now find that fluid movement here. See if you can find it. And you can make sure that you're moving your body as well as moving the arm within the shoulder. See how fluid you can try and make it. And if the more fluid you want to make it, the more you've got to move your body as well. Using this fluid movement to get into any tight bits. Get that shoulder and the arm might be aching a little bit now. Let's do one more. Good. We're changing sides. So you take your left arm out to the left side. Swing the arm in towards you. Take it around the outside and then swing it up and over your head. Good. The arm comes in, around and up and over your head. Okay, try that for a few times. So make sure that the body is moving. Okay, so then you're going to get more space, by more fluidity. And if you are confused, you can just make it up. As long as you're moving, then it's all good. That's a good last one. All done. Okay, bringing your left hand back onto your knee. Take your right hand onto your left knee, left fingertips behind. Keep your gaze in line with the spine here. Breathing in. Breathing out, push down through both sit bones as you lift up tall. And then release, changing sides, left hand outside right leg, right fingertips behind. And you're breathing in, expanding into it. And breathing out, lifting up tall. And then release, come back to the center, bringing your knees up. Just take your feet as wide as the mat, hands behind you, windscreen wiper the legs. We're going to lay down on our backs to get into the hips a little bit more. Okay, so from here, you can just lay it lower down onto your back. Bring your heels towards your bum, your knees up to the sky, and just take a moment, let the work that you've done in your upper body just settle onto the mat. You can rest your hands down by the side. And we're going to bring the right knee into your chest and start to draw big circles with the right knee. So, might be a bit clunky. Now see if you find a smooth way, a smooth pathway. Good, and then take the circle the other way. You might feel different on this in this direction. It does for me. And then extend your right leg up to the sky. Really try and straighten your right leg from the back of your right knee. And keeping the legs straight, pointing the toes, rotate the whole leg inwards, and then rotate the whole leg outwards. And just work out, how is the leg moving within the hip? Is there a restriction there? Is it comfortable? Does it feel strong? And then hold it with the leg rotating outwards, so the knee kind of aiming outwards. Then you can bend the right leg and slot the ankle on top of the left thigh. And then you can bring your left knee into your chest, take your hands behind that left thigh and start to draw the knee into the chest. And let your eyes close and just breathe in and out through your nose. Long breath in. Long breath out. Okay, so now we can place the left foot back down onto the mat. And we'll just take the right foot down onto the mat. And bring your left knee into your chest and start to circle that. How does the rotation feel? Can you keep both sides of the sacrum onto the mat? Is it clunky? Is it clicky? We'll take the circle the other way. We're always moving mindfully here, not zooming through this. And then taking your left leg up to the sky, try and straighten the leg from the back of the knee. And then rotate the leg inwards and rotate the leg outwards. And you're pointing your left toes as much as you can. And it's seeing if you can feel the whole leg rotate within the hip. Or from the hip. And then pause with the knee pointing outwards, so the leg rotating outwards. And we can just slot the left ankle onto the top of the right thigh. And then squeeze your right knee into your chest, or take the hands around the right leg and your left elbow into the left knee. And you can close your eyes and take a few breaths. Tune in to the stretch in the outer left hip. Can you feel both sides of the sacrum on the mat? Take one more breath. And then you can release your right foot back down onto the mat. And put your left foot down onto the mat. Soles of the feet together, knees open. Push your feet together and lift the hips up. And try and lower the spine down so your sacrum is closer towards your feet. Yeah, so you're really trying to draw the hips forwards as you lower down. And then just let the knees open, let the legs relax, and we'll take the arms up and over your head. Yeah, so you can squeeze your shoulder blades down into the mat. Feel the backs of the hands on the floor. Feel the elbows on the floor maybe. Or we're aiming towards that. And let your legs relax in this shape. Breathe into the space. So you've got a nice big space in your belly, nice big space in your chest. Let's try breathing into those places. Let's take one more breath here. So we'll bring the knees back up. We'll take the hands behind the thighs and just roll your way up to seated. When you can come all the way over into a child's pose. So you can sit your hips into your heels and relax your forehead down into the floor. And it's great if you can have your knees together and feet together. We relax your head and let the whole body melt over your legs. So I was feeling the work that you've done so far there in your hips, in your back, in your neck. Breathing in. And breathing out. And then we can look forward. So just come up onto all fours for a moment and slot your right foot next to your right hand. Once you get there, look, extend the left leg away. Now towards the back of the mat, untuck the toes. Now you might be happy here. Maybe we'll stay here just for a moment, squeezing your right knee in, drawing your chest forwards. But then see if you can turn your right foot onto its side, letting the knee fall out towards the side. And then you can come down onto your forearms, or you can stay on your hands. Yeah. Then once you get there, take a breath or two, breathing into it, thinking about the elbows drawing back towards your left knee. So that lifts your chest up. And hold it there. Long breath in. And a long breath out. And now you can come up onto your left hand if you feel that gives you a bit more space. Or just place your right hand onto your right knee with the elbow on the floor. As you exhale, you're going to bring your right foot flat and bring your right knee into your chest. Using your right hand to push it in. And then push the right knee away using the right hand. And again, bringing the right knee in towards the chest. You're rounding into the back. And then pushing the knee away, trying to draw the chest forwards. Do that a few more times, drawing the knee in, rounding into the back. Pushing the knee away, drawing the chest forwards. Take that in last time, drawing the knee in, rounding into the back. And then pushing the knee away, drawing the chest forwards. So bring both hands back inside the right foot, and we'll come back onto your left knee, if I can lift up out of that, and then draw your right toes to your face. Good. So sometimes I like to think about swaying the hips from side to side here, just to create a bit of movement and help wake up that hamstring a little easier. Let's see if that works for you, just for you, so side to side, pushing down through that right heel. And then inhale, draw your chest forwards, and exhale and fold over your right leg. Good. Okay, going to lift yourself back up, and we're just going to take the right foot back. We'll do a cat-cow, let the belly sink down, lift the head, chest up, and then push away and round into the back. So you come back to neutral, go for the other side, just popping your left foot outside of your left hand. And then once you are there, slide your right knee back. Okay. Now stay here, squeeze your knee in and draw your chest forwards. Try and relax into the right knee or deepen that left hip. And then if it feels like it's going to be a nice thing for you to do, turn the left foot onto its left side, knee open. You can stay here on your hands, or you can come down onto your forearms. Wherever you are, try and relax. Yeah, the breath flowing. Elbows drawing back towards the right knee now, and that helping to lift your chest up. Long breath in. A long breath out. So we can just add a little bit of movement to that. So you can come back up onto your right hand if you need more space. Or stay on your forearm, take your left hand onto your knee. And as you exhale, we bring the knee in and round into the back. And then push the leg away. That's it. Try it a few times. Drawing the knee in, rounding into the back. And then pushing the leg away, sinking into it. Let's do it 2 more times. Draw the knee in, round into the back. Push the leg away, draw the chest forwards. Last time, draw the knee in and round into the back. And then push the leg away and draw the chest forwards. Good, well done. So now you can bring your left foot flat, left hand, sorry, flat, left foot flat. And then we're just gonna come back onto the right knee and then draw the left toes to the face. So you can try the little swinging from side to side. Hands can be on blocks here if you like. See how it feels there in the left hamstring. And then you can inhale, draw the head, chest forwards. And then exhale and fold over the legs. Or the leg, the one leg. Well done. So let's take your left foot all the way back. And we'll go into a cat-cow again, let the belly sink. Lift the head, chest up. And then tucking your tail, rounding into your back, spread the shoulders here. We'll come to neutral, tuck your toes under. And sit into your heels, lift your knees up. Use your hands to support you now. And open up the knees wide. You can put your a block underneath the heels here if you want. Walk your hands forwards and relax your head down towards the floor. Just give yourself a moment to kind of surrender here. If you've got your balance, you can take your arms underneath your shins, fingers towards the back of the mat. Just helps to deepen the stretch a little bit. Take one more breath. Bringing the hands back, if you tuck them there, bring your knees in together, and we're going to press the heels down and lift the hips up. Ooh, nice forward fold now. Have your knees bent. Inhale, lift the head and chest up. And then exhale and fold yourself forwards. Redraw yourself in. Good. And again, inhale, lift the head, chest up. And then exhale, draw yourself in, squeeze in, feel the weight in your toes. Last time, inhale, draw the head, chest up. Good. And then exhale and fold it forwards. Catch hold of behind the calves maybe now. And really squeeze yourself in. Nice guys, releasing the hands. Walk your hands back to the top of the mat and lower yourself all the way down onto the floor. Making our way back to the shoulders as we start to slow it down. Right arm out to the right side and then peel your left hip back on top of the right. Left foot behind your right leg, swing the knee back. And let your head relax on the floor here. Feel the stretch then. Well, you might feel a stretch through the neck. You might not. Yeah, I do. Breathing in. If you would like a little bit more, you can take your left hand behind your back. Breathing in. And if you took your left hand around, just bringing it back onto the mat, and we'll lower down onto your belly. We're going to do the same with the right arm now. just bring your right hand so it's above your right elbow. So you're not going to go so far now, but you're going to aim to go the same direction. Okay, so your right hand is right below your right elbow, or right above your right elbow. Push down to your left hand, and then see if you can spin your left hip back on top of the right. You're definitely not going to go as far, so feel the resistance there. And for me, it's even hard just to let my left foot rest behind my right leg, so maybe I'll just forget about that. But use your left hand to support you. Try and relax your neck. Push down through your right hand. Just listen to it. See where it lets you go. I really don't like this one. And then lower your belly back down onto the mat. And you can bring your right arm in, shake out your right shoulder. It's a big one, right? So the nicer one, first of all, take your left arm out towards the left side. Yeah, so you got your arm in line with your left shoulder. Right hand on the floor by your right side. Look to the right. And then peel your right hip on top of the left. Let your head relax. Breathe into what you're feeling then. Maybe you're taking the right hand behind your back just for a little bit of extra weight. And then you can release and pop your right hand onto the floor and bring your left arm in. Okay, so the not so nice one now. Hand comes above the elbow. Elbow is still in line with the shoulder. Right hand on the floor. Look to the right and then just see if you can peel your right hip back on top of the left. Use your right hand to try and support you. If you want more, push down to your right hand and through that right elbow. But it's already big. And then release and lower your belly back down onto the mat. Good, bring your left arm back in, shake out the shoulders. Oh, okay, it's not nice that one, is it? So have your hands flat on the floor, your elbows underneath your shoulders. A few little drops, so pushing away from the floor and round into the back. Finding that little pulse there, shoulder blades squeezing together. Big circles one way, big circles the other way. Good, and then lower down and slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Draw the shoulders down the back and then just lift your head, chest up. Keep your elbows bent. Maybe you can rock from side to side here. Good, and then slowly lower down. See if you can walk your hips a little bit closer to your hands. And then push through the hands and lift the head, chest up. So maybe coming into an upward dog now. Thinking about letting the hips sink while you lift the chest up. Good. We're going to push the hips back into your heels, into a child's pose. So now you can have a wide leg child's pose. Arm tie nice, hips into the heels. Walk the hands forwards. Relax your forehead down onto the mat. Good. How does all that feel? How is all that settling in your body? Take one more breath here. Now walking your hands back to your knees, you can bring your knees together. Sat on your heels for a minute, you can put a block underneath your sit bones if that feels better for you. Otherwise, just resting your hands on your thighs and sitting up nice and tall. Let your eyes close, let your face relax. We'll go into some alternate nostril breathing. So take your first two fingers of the right hand, press them into the center of the forehead. You'll alternate using your thumb and your fourth finger. Okay. So we'll take a breath in all together. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Block off your right nostril with the thumb. Inhale through the left. Block off the left nostril with the fourth finger and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right nostril. Block off the right and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left nostril. Blocking off the left, exhale through the right. Keep it going. If you get lost, just pick it up again. One more full round. We always finish exhaling on the left. Completing the whole cycle. Releasing the right hand when you're done. Now we'll take a breath in through both nostrils. Just open your mouth and exhale, let it go. As before we lie down onto the back, just take your fingertips and rest them on the forehead and tap the fingertips over the forehead. You can keep your eyes closed. Let the fingertips come down by the temples and then across the cheeks, over to the nose. Sit little fingertips over just underneath your nose, above your lip, and then taking the fingertips underneath your bottom lip, around by your jaw. You can take one more round over your whole face. Stimulating the skin, stimulating all the muscles in your face, just encouraging them to relax. You take the fingertips down to your neck and then onto your chest. Little fingertips just tapping on your chest. Take a breath in, feel the chest rise into the fingertips. And a breath out. Just resting your hands on your thighs. Let yourself just have a moment to notice the practice. Where do you feel it? You're welcome to stay as you are or lay down onto your back. Maybe you've got a blanket nearby. You can pop a blanket over you. Get comfortable. Laying down onto your back, feet to the corners of the mat, or however you want to do it. Maybe staying seated. How can you best allow yourself to drift away now for the next few moments? So no awareness on your breathing. Just let the breath flow naturally, normally. Notice where you feel contact to the floor or contact with the floor. If you're lying down, the back of the head, the shoulder blades, the arms, some of the spine, the buttocks, some of the legs, the heels of the feet. Now search for where there is a tight bit. So that could be in your jaw. Could be in your right buttock. It's usually somewhere random like that for me. Just let yourself melt into the mat. Let your awareness get drawn to the sounds around you within your space, if there are any. Maybe you could just let your awareness get drawn to the silence, if there's silence. And just let your awareness get drawn into the sounds within you. So maybe you can just about hear your breathing. As you follow the natural flow of your breath, allow yourself just to get lost within that for a moment. See if that will help let you glide off into a relaxed place, which might not be a place where there's no thoughts, but it is a place where there's awareness when the thoughts are taking over. As soon as you're aware that you're heading down a pathway of chatter, just noticing it and then letting it go. Just giving yourself a moment to rest. you'd like to stay there a little bit longer, you can stay as long as you like. If you're ready to continue with your day, then you start to breathe a little bit deeper, using the breath to help transition you back into your day now. At the beginning, we were using the breath to help transition into the practice. Now using the breath to awaken you. In your own time, move your fingers, move your toes. Eventually doing a long lazy yawn, reaching your arms above the head. Imagine now this is the first time that you have woken up today. You've woken up on the right side of the bed. So we'll roll over onto the right side, taking your time, and then making your way up to seated. Sit however's comfortable for you. Bring your palms together, pushing your thumbs into the chest bone. In gratitude to the practice, to all the teachers before me, and in gratitude to you guys for being here today. We'll take a closing breath, so inhale through the nose. Then open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Take your time. Hydrate well. Fuel well. Feel well. See you soon.